If you see the population, India's population is now 1.3 billion, and prognostically by 2050, it will be around 1.7 billion, and the population will be more or less stabilized. It is not like that it will go on increasing. It will stabilize at one point of time. But that time our requirement will be 5,000 kilowatt hour per person per year. And for that, we have to generate about 8 trillion kilowatt hour electricity by 2050. That is our target. And that is nothing but the 40% of the present world's requirement. Now imagine how much more we have to increase our electricity production. Just 2 slides right now. From there, we are now coming to what is our resource position of different types and how much it will sustain. Professor Sir has already told that these renewable resources are going to be exhausted by after some time. How it will go? If at the 8 trillion kilowatt hour electricity is to be produced, the present coal resources will sustain for another 11.5 years. Hydrocarbon, it has not been estimated now. And uranium, once true, that means whatever uranium resources we have in the country, about 3.5 lakhs tons, that will sustain only 0.9 year. And when uranium is recycled in different way, plutonium formation and from plutonium to other, it will sustain for 46 years. And if thorium is made use of to finally produce uranium-233, it will go beyond 200 years. These are all about the non-renewable. And for renewable, only the solar that is coming in the fraction of 1. That is and for that, solar will continue as an alternative source, but for this particular renewable source to attain 8 trillion units of electricity, it will take around 45,000 square kilometer area just for putting its panels and all. And that corresponds to 1/4 of the barren and uncultivated part of our country. That means our country will have a lesser place for settlement preparations and all. You cannot construct your houses here and there because 1/4 of our barren areas are already covered by the solar panels. So if that is the situation, fossil fuels have their own issues. I am not going to talk all these things. Lot of issues: global climatic impact, polar meltdown, sea level rises, vanishing flora fauna, and power sectors. Nuclear is inevitable, and we have nuclear power. Why I am emphasizing on nuclear power? Because it is a compact green source of energy, and it does not produce any carbon emission, zero carbon emission. These things, for paucity of time, I am just skipping. I am not going to tell. These are some of the reactor models, different types of reactor models. This itself will take 3 to 4 days to discuss. This is thorium-based reactor called Kalapakram mini reactor. We have empty safety measures for nuclear reactors. There should not be any sort of panic regarding the radiation hazards. These are some of the radiation production and applications. Technology in radiation, medical, a lot of things. Nuclear water desalination, waste management and advanced technology, astronomical.
Even food sector.
That I have already skipped. Food sector is also there. food production and food preservation, both the things. And radiation protections are there, sustainable development of the energy. If we want to go, we have to have a greater share of the nuclear energy in the electricity supply. And we have to replace the fossil hydrocarbons in a very progressive manner, not in an abrupt manner. We cannot do it. And recycling of carbon dioxide, we can recycle through chemical reactors. Those things are very complicated things I don't want to discuss here. And finally, derive most of the primary energy through solar and nuclear, but solar with a limitation. And now, James Lovelock, he told that it is the art which acts as a superorganism. If you harm the art, it will die. If you protect it, it will live. And some myths are also not correct, it is untrue. There was a myth that the radiation is harmful no matter how low the dose is. The things are not like that. It has been proved, and in several places on the Earth's surface, much higher radiation, natural, much higher radiation than the prescribed limit is there over several thousands of years, millions of years, and over thousands of years, people and other flora fauna are living, and they are healthier than the other people. So it is go green and go for nuclear.
Sir, can you tell me something about the disposal of nuclear waste?
Yes. Itself is a very good subject, sir.
There is the act on this, disposal of radioactive waste. We
can talk later. Actually, based on the radioactivity, they are divided into three parts: the high level waste, low level waste, and medium.
Let us give him a big clap. Instructional lecture by Dr. Kalyan Chakraborty sir. I think more and more times should have been there to organize his presentation. He is a very scholastic person, and he has prepared very good many slides for you. But the time constraint, I request him not to mind it. And for you, we have designed a course, nuclear geology, and I think you will be of great help to us in completing that course. 6 months course is designed. I will share the syllabus with you. आप सभी जानते हो कि अपने यहाँ कुछ वोकेशनल कोर्सेज को स्टार्ट करने हम लोग जा रहे हैं, जिसमें से एक कोर्स न्यूक्लियर जियोलॉजी भी है, और वो न्यूक्लियर जियोलॉजी के एक्सपर्ट के रूप में AMD और UCIL से ज़्यादा एक्सपर्ट कौन हो सकता है. तो इन लोगों के हेल्प से हम लोग उस कोर्स को चलाने की सोच रहे हैं, एंड वी विल ट्राई इन फ्यूचर ऑल्सो. थैंक यू वेरी मच. So, from the department, on behalf of the department, Dr. S.P. Singh Sahab will present a memento to Dr. Kalyan Chakraborty. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for sharing information on nuclear power. And now I would like to call upon Mr. Shalendra, who was ex-state office in charge, Central Groundwater Board. Please, sir.
Thanks a lot. सर को प्रणाम. भाई जो कुछ भी हम लोग सीखे हैं गुरुदेव से सीखे हैं. गुरुदेव हम लोग के कुछ भी जो भी बनता है गुरुदेव की कृपा होती है, दोस्तों की कृपा होती है, विजय जी को यहाँ बुला के आप लोगों से परिचय करा रहे हैं, ये मेरी एक आंतरिक इच्छा का भी है पार्ट है। वाटर रिसोर्स के बारे में कुछ हम पहले आपको इसमें वाटर रिसोर्स के बारे में कुछ कंफ्यूजन, कुछ क्वेश्चन, कुछ ये हो, लेट अस बी वेरी जो कहते हैं ना इंटरैक्टिव। बोलने से अच्छा ऐसा है कि ग्राउंड वाटर का जो कंसेप्ट है, पहले आपको हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल का कंसेप्ट क्लियर होना चाहिए। हाइड्रोलॉजिकल साइकिल है क्या, सब कोई जानता है। आई जस्ट में उसको ये करता है कि जो समुद्र है, समुद्र तल से सूर्य के किरणों से इसका जैसे इवोपरेशन होता है, कंडेंसेशन होता है, क्लाउड्स फॉर्मेशन होता है, उसके बाद प्रेसिपिटेशन होता है। जब प्रेसिपिटेशन होता है तो उसका दो पार्ट होता है। एक सरफेस पे जैसे आया प्रेसिपिटेशन, उसका दो पार्ट हुआ, एक सरफेस रन ऑफ हो गया और एक इन्फिल्ट्रेशन हो गया। जहाँ सरफेस रन ऑफ हो गया तो वो सरफेस वाटर के डोमेन में आता है, लेकिन जो इन्फिल्ट्रेट करके नीचे ग्राउंड में गया दैट बिकम्स ग्राउंड वाटर। तो हमारा जो डोमेन है, जब इन्फिल्ट्रेट करके पानी उसके अंदर गया तब से ये शुरू होता है। तो ये जो पार्ट जो नीचे गया वो रिसोर्स बनता है, ग्राउंड वाटर रिसोर्स। रिसोर्स के बारे में आपको ये बताऊं कि जितने मिनरल्स हैं सभी रिसोर्स जो हैं वो मोस्ट ऑफ द उनका स्टैटिक रिसोर्स कहिए, चाहे एक बार पे वो खत्म हो गया तो खत्म हो गया। लेकिन ग्राउंड वाटर के साथ ऐसा नहीं है, ये डायनेमिक रिसोर्स है। डायनेमिक रिसोर्स का मतलब ये होता है कि इसका जो रिसोर्स कैलकुलेशन होता है, ये बारिश होती है, इसका लेयर बढ़ता है, उसके बाद आप लोग नेचुरल रिसोर्स में उसका विड्रॉल भी होता है, आदमी उसको पानी निकालता है। तो जो भी इसका जो रिसोर्स बना, ये प्री मानसून और पोस्ट मानसून के डिफरेंस से निकलता है। और इसमें रॉक टाइप्स कैसा है जो सस्टेन करता है उसको, उसके स्पेसिफिक हीट से इसको निकालते हैं। ये डायनेमिक रिसोर्स होता है और आपको यू हैव टू प्ले विद इन दिस, तब तो सेफ है। अगर आपको बियॉन्ड इससे ज़्यादा करते हैं, उससे ज़्यादा निकालते हैं, तो फिर वो अनसेफ हो जाता है। फिर इसका कैटेगराइजेशन होता है, क्रिटिकल ब्लॉक लेवल पे क्रिटिकल है, सेमी क्रिटिकल है, सेफ है और ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड है। यहाँ से सब चीज़ें शुरू होती हैं। सो जो सेफ ब्लॉक है वो तो सेफ है, लेकिन जहाँ पे ये अनसेफ होता है उसके बाद आपको आर्टिफिशियल रिचार्ज करना पड़ता है इस रिसोर्स को सस्टेन करने के लिए, सस्टेनेबल बनाने के लिए। अब रांची में ये जो रिसोर्स बढ़ रहा है, इसमें कई जो फ्रैक्चर्स है पानी उसी के अंदर मिलता है। फ्रैक्चर्स में पानी मिलता है और फ्रैक्चर्स को लोकेट करना ये भी बहुत बड़ा जिसको साइंटिफिक इनपुट की आवश्यकता होती है। पानी हर जगह है नहीं। आप लोग सब जियोलॉजी के स्टूडेंट हैं। रांची अर्बन एरिया में के बारे में आप लोग को कुछ ज़्यादा कुछ आइडिया होगा। या फिर ये कई दो तरह के यहाँ रॉक्स होते हैं मेनली जो सरफेस पे एग्जिस्ट करते हैं। वो एक है सिस्टोज रॉक और दूसरा है ग्रेनिटिक रॉक। तो सिस्टोज रॉक में जो वाटर है वो जो जाता है और ये रहता है, ये डायनेमिक रिसोर्स उसमें रहता है और वो आपको इजीली अवेलेबल होता है। लेकिन जो ग्रेनाइटिक रॉक है उसमें जो फ्रैक्चर्स में पानी रहता है, वो फ्रैक्चर्स में पानी रहता है, उसको लोकेट करना भी आपको क्रिटिकल में उसको जियोफिजिकल मेथड से इन्वॉल्व होता है, जियोलॉजिकल मेथड इन्वॉल्व होता है, तब हम उसको टैप कर पाते हैं। हर जगह पानी है नहीं, तो जो सिस्टोज रॉक है उसमें से आप सुनते होंगे कि बोरोवेल में सिस्टोज रॉक आया तो वो जाम हो गया, वो पानी नहीं निकल पाया। लेकिन ये चीज़ जो है वो आपको ग्रेटिक रॉक में नहीं होता है। तो वहाँ पानी तो मिलता है, और मिलता है तो इजीली पानी मिलता है, तो इसको भी समझना जरूरी है।
डिफरेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स
देखिए ऐसा है कि डिफरेंट डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स में जो है, झारखंड का पार्ट है जहाँ पे आपको हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट मोस्टली 90% जो है वो आपको हार्ड रॉक है। कुछ कॉम्पैक्ट रॉक है जो कि आपको गोंडवानास का फॉर्मेशन है जिसमें पोल रहता है। इसमें जैसे यहाँ पे 24 डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स हैं, और हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स का ग्राउंड वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी और ग्राउंड वाटर रिसोर्सेज अलग अलग है। और ये CGWB का हमारे रिजीम में ये चीज़ बनी थी, और वेबसाइट में हर डिस्ट्रिक्ट का ग्राउंड वाटर अवेलेबिलिटी, रिसोर्स अवेलेबिलिटी बना हुआ है, वेबसाइट में है। यू कैन गो थ्रू इट, और हम रिक्वेस्ट करेंगे इनको कि इस तरह का भी जो आपका है आपका जो म्यूजियम बनाया है डिस्ट्रिक्ट वाइज, उसमें ग्राउंड वाटर का भी एक सेल बना के उसमें उसको डेवलप करने की कोशिश करें, और उसमें पार्ट ऑफ हार्ड कॉपी भी डाल दें जो कि वेबसाइट पे है। तो ये इनसे रिक्वेस्ट रहेगा। नटसेल में यही सब थोड़ी सी बातें हैं जो कि आपको इंटरेस्टिंग लगेगी। फिर तो जब आप ओवर एक्सप्लॉइटेड में जाते हैं तो बहुत सा फिर कॉम्प्लिकेशन होता है विच नीड अटेंशन सेपरेटली। थैंक यू
वेरी मच।
Thank you, Shalendra sir. From our department, I would like to call upon Amit Kumar sir to present memento to Shalendra sir.
यहाँ बीच में आप इधर ठीक।
We have Bhimroy sir from MECL. Please sir, come upon and share a few words with us.
Respected SP Singh Sahab, Dr. B. Kumar Singh Sahab, Dr. Chakravarti sir, and Surendra Kumar Singh Sahab. Dear students, many times I visited to this place and delivered lectures about mineral exploration. Many times I came here as an examiner also. So this is not a new thing I am going to tell you. Mineral exploration broadly, whatever things are present in the earth's surface, unless until we discover it, we utilize it, you make it easy for exploitation, it is worthless. So mineral exploration is basic inputs for exploiting the minerals. There are various types of minerals, various stages of explorations. So time is very limited. I am going to tell you, we start from reconnaissance G1 to G4. You must have heard about G1 level of exploration, G4 to G1, rather we should say, reconnaissance, then preliminary exploration, detailed exploration, and finally we come to G1. So these are the 4 stages in which now there are several legislative rules, mineral auction rules. Government is working on that under that guidelines. We are contributing to the nation. We enhancing the mineral inventory of our country. So there are so many things we have to say, but time is very limited as suggested. So whenever
Your message to the students are very important.
yes,
How you want.
so you try to concentrate and participate, interact with industry, because you are learning from here, but you have to implement in the industry. So to implement in the industry, many people like us, we are here to interact with you, guide you, and to impart the knowledge whatever we have.
Dr. Suresh Kumar Savatsar, please present memento to
Special mention is required for Mr. Raj Ranjan Srivastava, the person sitting with you. He is an engineer. Now I invite Dr. Subra Chakravarti, a brilliant alumni of this department, and despite of his academic achievements, he has decided to go in the field of startup. Geology and startup are two things which we have to understand. And here with us, Dr. Subra Chakravarti is invited to share few words. He was hesitant to talk about, but you can share your experience and how you decided to enter into that field. So it will be welcome for the students. Please.
Sir, if you remember, in the last meeting, I mentioned about the startup. Why startup? Not in Java. So
Here is a person startup in geology.
So that is
Of this department.
that is tremendous.
All of you who have something in your mind can learn from him.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Respected dignitaries in the Raj and my dear friends. It's a great pleasure to be here after so many years. I'm an alumni of this department as well as university, and it's a great honor also to be here in this Golden Jubilee and Ayurveda Amrit.
Diamond Jubilee, my dear.
Oh, sorry. Diamond Jubilee and Ayurveda Amrit also this time. And as we have already listened a lot regarding our eminent professor, PM Bose, sir, and they have already, even the dignitaries in the dais, they have described their own experience and they have focused light on different parts of geology. Here I am going to add something, that is this is GIS and remote sensing part. I think you people are most aware of this part. I have worked for different organizations, central organizations, state government, even academics. And later on I decided to start my own entrepreneurship, to do something in this sector. I worked for almost 19 years, and thereafter I decided to start my own organization, and we are based in Ranchi itself, and we are working in GIS and remote sensing domain in each and every aspect of our society. starting from agriculture, that from your mineral exploration, anything, water resource, everything. We are doing, we are trying, we are just a startup, that's why we are just trying. We have not achieved a lot right now as a startup, but we are getting,
Positive support from
different organizations like IIT. We have recently incorporated and incubated under IIT ISM. So from there we are getting the mentorship and all sort of support. Even our sir is here. He is also helping us to get some launch pad in our domain. So this is a new, although it is a new subject, although even better to say that it is not a new subject, but it is not known, widely known, and it is not used properly. So if you people are interested, you may contact me. Anytime you may contact me. We have the number of our sir, and we can progress with that. Okay? So I don't want to waste more of your time. So thanks a lot.
Thank you. Thank you. So one of the brilliant alumni of this department did PhD from DIT Misra, did 19 years of corporate job, and now finally settled for startup. So great flip to him. Thank you. All the best. Humble piece of moment of the department. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
One person is sitting here who needs some introduction. An engineer by training, and he is doing lots of researches on hot water springs. He had worked and got trained in Iceland, in Kenya. He is present here in this auditorium, Mr. Raj Ranjan Srivastava. I will invite him to share his experience of geology apart from his qualification of engineering. Please. Share your views within limited time.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, and congratulations for the inauguration of the museum and the Diamond Jubilee celebration. So, I've been working. I'm an electrical engineer by graduation, and I was very much interested in renewable energy. And I did some training in solar energy, and then I found this geothermal energy very interesting. So, currently the world is moving towards renewable energy. So we need to explore all these new technologies and work more on it. So India has a very good geothermal potential, and it is nothing but the heat which is there within the surface of the earth. So just like we can harness the solar energy, we can also harness the heat which is within the earth's surface. And so that, just like sir explained the nuclear technology, we can have a geothermal technology also, and it has already been implemented in many countries. I have visited Kenya, Indonesia, New Zealand, and I have seen all the how the power plants are working there, and how the geothermal technology is being utilized for various different purposes. So in India also we have a good potential, especially in Jharkhand and Ladakh, which we can, which we need to access and see what is exactly the potential, so that we can use it accordingly. One of the famous hot spring in Jharkhand is the Surajkund hot spring, and then we have one in Chatra also. I have been visiting all these hot springs and to get a better understanding of the resources that we have here in Jharkhand. I have also visited many other resources around India, especially if you have heard about Manikaran. Over there we have a very nice temple and a Gurudwara where they make the prasad using the geothermal hot water. So, and we have this concept of Makar Sankranti in our country. So every year at the beginning of the this winter, people go and bath in these hot springs. So it actually has a very healing.
What you are doing in Jharkhand? what we are doing right now.
So this water has multiple utilization, from power generation to various other resources, and currently we are trying to map the resources of Jharkhand so that we can use it accordingly. Thank you very much.
Optimize the potentiality, how much steam, how much heat is being generated, and how to utilize that. On this project we are working. Thank you.
Have you also done any gas analysis of all those?
He will do it, not now.
There is a place.
Great.
So we need a lot of time.
That we are also striving on this particular field because we are
There is a place in America.
Hiram Chaudhary has already
Please take your seat. Please take your seat.
Thank you very much.
So now the last but not the least part in this Diamond Jubilee celebration is to honor our support staff. We have got 4 support staff. Call them. So it is our pious duty to recognize our support staff and honor them with the memento, because he is nonetheless, their cooperation, their support to the department is immense, and I feel it is my duty to honor them on this occasion in front of the guests. Please, sir. Thank you, sir. Varun Singh कहाँ है? हाँ? फोन करो अच्छा हाँ लो डिपार्टमेंट के बिहाफ में
From our department, we would like to present memento to S.K. Sinha sir.
लो नहीं समझ रहा है कैमरा ले लीजिए कैमरा ले लो
Ramu Tirki sir.
इससे बढ़िया ऑकेजन क्या हो सकता है? रामू जी ठीक है? खुश? किरण
And Kiran Hemram ji.
किरण बोल रहा हूँ Now this is there is most important session in this program is the question and answer session from the participants to the guests and vice versa. So please enjoy this session and have your questions with the guests who hail from various geological departments. Please. Anybody? Yes, very good. First,
Yes,
tell
sir.
me your name, session, semester, and then ask the question.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर, मेरा नाम अभिजीत गोकुल है और हम फर्स्ट ईयर हैं, फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में। सर हमको मतलब फील्ड विजिट करना है, उसके लिए इंटर्नशिप करना है।
कहाँ करना है? कुछ सोचा है?
यस सर, यहाँ पे CMPDI में।
CMPDI में फील्ड विजिट करना है।
यस सर, मतलब इंटर्नशिप करना है साथ में।
इंटर्नशिप करना है।
यस सर।
ठीक है। तो CMPDI की मैम तो चली गई, उनका जवाब तो उनसे लेना चाहिए था। ठीक है। So anyway, I will connect you to Jiva Imam and you will get the answer how the process can be carried out. और कहीं दूसरी जगह करना है तो बताओ, बाकी लोग को हेल्प करने की क्या?
नहीं तो इसमें जानना था कि वो हम अभी फर्स्ट ईयर में है तो इसमें कर सकते
नहीं कर सकते। फर्स्ट ईयर में आपके करिकुलम में वो नहीं है। फोर्थ सेमेस्टर यू हैव टू डू योर प्रोजेक्ट वर्क एज वेल एज इंटर्नशिप। तो आप अभी से तैयारी करो, सोच लो कि कहाँ करना है, करस्पॉन्डेंस करो, टाइम फिक्स अप कर लो।
तो अभी अगर कि हमको फील्ड विजिट करना चाह रहे हैं
जाइए ना, मोस्ट वेलकम। को फील्ड विजिट से कौन रोका है?
जाएंगे कैसे? कोई सामने
इंटर्नशिप
रहेगा?
उसका नाम इंटर्नशिप नहीं रहेगा। आप क्लास छोड़ के, पढ़ाई छोड़ के फील्ड में जाना चाहते हैं, इट इज योर डिसीजन।
नहीं हम समर वेकेशन में जाना चाह रहे
जाइए
हैं।
ना, कहाँ जाना चाहते हैं, उसमें क्या हेल्प चाहते हैं आप?
हेल्प नहीं मतलब प्रोसेस जानना चाह रहे थे।
So summer vacation is not school month. You decide your field November onward, up to April. So that is the right time to visit the field. And if you interested, we take our number from sir and we will introduce you how where to visit, how to visit, and what precautionary measure we have to take, what preliminary exercise you have to do, we will guide you.
आपको ऐसे विजिट करने में कोई
अभी
छुट्टी
समर इज द नॉट राइट मोमेंट। समर में अभी आप जाएंगे कहीं दूर लग जाएगी, तबीयत खराब होगी, आप दूसरे प्रॉब्लम पड़ जाएंगे। दिस इज नॉट द राइट टाइम टू विजिट द फील्ड।
नहीं सर इसके पहले ना जब जीबीएल में थे हम तो उस समय थे तो उसमें गए थे तो बोला कि आ जाओ, उसमें फिर कोरोना आ गया तो फिर मिला नहीं करने के लिए।
कहाँ भाई? CMPTI में?
हाँ
अच्छा, बैठ जाइए। आपको बता दिया CMPTI के जो पर्सन है उनसे बात करा दिया जाएगा, लेकिन फोर्थ सेमेस्टर में ऑफिशियली आप कर सकते हैं। फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में करना चाहते हो करो, अपनी छुट्टी देखो, क्लास बंक करके जाओगे तो क्लास छूटेगा, इसलिए डिसीजन तुमको लेना है। सैटरडे संडे करना चाहते हो, तबीयत को ध्यान रखते हो, जैसा सर ने कहा गर्मी प्रॉपर नहीं होता है फील्ड वर्क के लिए, तो आप मॉर्निंग में जाना चाहते हैं 2 घंटा घूम करके इनसे आ जाइए, कर सकते हैं। साइकिल उठाइए, किसी एरिया में चले जाइए, उदाहरण चले जाइए, मॉर्निंग में फील्ड वर्क करके आप लौट आइए, कर सकते हैं। क्योंकि कराची में बहुत सारे एरिया